Hi guys, it's Sisa. The Crown of Gilded Bones was frantic and book 4 is here. In this video I will tell you everything you need to know, skipping the reread. Alrighty, so this book was divided in 50 chapters and around 600 pages, so I've decided to break it down in 5 parts, more or less covering around 10 chapters each. So for part 1, we start right after the events of the last book with Queen Eloana saying everyone to chill out and lower their swords because it seems that Poppy has the blood of the gods. She is their descendant and she therefore is the legitimate queen. However, it seems that Poppy is hurt and Cass, while approaching her to just take care of her, he discovers that all of the Wolven start to be very aggressive towards him because they are now defending Poppy. It seems that they are not bonded anymore to the elemental but rather to the primals, so Poppy. They are now just serving her. It seems that she is able to call to them and to seek their help, and that's why all of the Wolven are there protecting her. However, chaos erupts again and Poppy is attacked by the dissenters and she, consumed by rage, starts killing everyone that approaches her on the Wolven. And while doing so, she somehow blacks out, and the next scene that we see is she being taken hostage by Alistair, and she just being in this cave, just surrounded by bones of the deity, which seems that are the only artifact able to conceal her power. But if these bones are held within her for a long time, she might also die. It's in this moment when we realize that Commander Johnson, the one that worked with Cass back in the first book, the one that has been impersonating Beckett, that he is in fact a shapeshifter and that Beckett is in reality dead, and that he has been plotting with Alistair to just take Poppy off and to kill her. In this moment, Alistair kind of shares with her
that he is not like Batman. He is just, like very into Atlantia, and that she represents a big threat because of her blood of the deities.
He shares how in the past these gods were mean, they were very, very, very vindictive, and that they killed a lot of innocent people. Reason why she is now this threat and that she needs to just go away. It's in this moment when he shares that Poppy is the descendant of Malek and that he realized it a lot of years ago, and that's the reason why Alistair didn't stop but either encouraged the Craven to go to their family, hoping for her to also be killed.
Not great, dude. Not great.
And he has this kind of mission to kill Poppy because he wants to prevent this prophecy, although he doesn't get into details about this prophecy, and we won't get into these anymore in this book. We move forward to Kieran and Cass saving and rescuing Poppy, but they have a massive fight with the dissenters that end up with Johnson killed, but Poppy also dying. As Poppy starts to die, the sky becomes a massive storm, and Cass starts to be undone, and he decides that he will do whatever it takes to save Poppy and that he will ascend her. A little bit of time passes and Poppy awakes in the situation when she is realizing that she doesn't feel as before, but the link that she has with the wolves is still there. They can still feel her, feel their mark, that they have this Nodam thing that it's going on, and that she doesn't have fangs or these black eyes, but she is suffering from bloodlust. So she is fed by Cass, and she tells him for the first time in this whole series that she loves him. Then we move to part 2, which mainly consists on the group needing to face the situation of Poppy being ascended, and they need to confront King Valin. So Castile's dad, they need to travel to the Scottish mountains, and now they realize that the mist dissipates whenever Poppy comes close, another signal that she is a god. They finally meet King Valin, and he sees that Poppy is not and ascended, but she isn't really immortal either. He seems to know what she is, but he doesn't want to tell anything else unless they face the situation together with Queen Eloana, so his wife. Soon after, the group is again attacked by a band of people known as the Unseen. This Unseen group has both kind of people with masks of dissenters, but they are much more quicker and much more deadlier, and they also have an undead beings without face. Poppy kills them all, but King Valin tells them that these faceless creatures can only be created through the soil of the immortal realm Elysium, and it's shared that there's a way to access into this world through the mountains. The group then is interrupted by a band of people that it's just very frightening, saying that a girl has just suffered a massive accident and that she is very ill, and they are looking for Poppy's help as she has this healing power. However, when they reach to this girl, it seems that the girl has just passed away. Poppy tries to heal her nonetheless, and she is able to bring her back to life, becoming kind of like this massive goddess for all of the Wolven. We start part 3 with Poppy facing Queen Eloana and King Valin, and they telling her that she is the legitimate queen, but she hasn't been crowned, and that she will need to decide if she would like this crown. They kind of share a little bit of her past, and they disclose to her that she must be the child of Malek, although it seems rather impossible because he was entombed by Eloana around 4 centuries ago. So it's like, however, it's the only way they can think about it, because she is definitely the grandchild of Nyctos, therefore she 100% has his blood running through her veins, and she is the powerful god. It's in this moment when a convoy sent by Queen Ileana and led by Ian, Poppy's brother, has been sent to the place, telling that they want to speak with her.
When she reached them, she realizes that Ian has been in fact ascendant, but he doesn't really seem bad.
And he tells them that she needs to surrender because they have the revenants, creatures that are unable to die. In a final embrace, Ian shares with her that she needs to wake up Nyctos gods because it's the only way in which they can win this war. In part 4, Poppy and Cass decides to take the crown and then go to Elysium in order to wake up these gods. It's in this moment when Queen Eloana and King Valin give their crowns that they realize that the bones that it had just cracked, and they reveal underneath these gilded bones that are now the crowns of Poppy and Castile. The first thing that Poppy says as a queen is to change the emblem so that the arrow and the sword cross each other evenly. Now that they are queen and king, they decide to go to Elysium through a secret set of passages, and when they reach there, they discover a lot of skeletons and a lot of gourds, and they are all being killed by Poppy reaching into this kind of chamber when there's a dragon statue that seems to be awakened, and that points them to Nyctos, who is also there. He informs Poppy that she is his grandchild, that his time is running out and that he can only answer one question. The question that she makes, it's more of a begging, and she tells him that she really needs his gods in order to fight the Blood Crown. He says that she has all of the power that she wants, and that everything that she is seeking, she already has.
So
the group then goes back to Atlantia, making plans to meet Queen Ileana, hoping to stop this war that is emerging between both realms. And the last part, and oh my god, how fast this part went and how many things it had. We start with our characters going into the secret passages, going towards this castle where Queen Ileana is, and they kind of find this cat in a cage, and when Poppy touches it, he kind of briefly becomes a man, and then again very briefly this very sick cat. They are like,
oh, what is this?
But they, just move ahead because they really need to go soon and trying to find Ileana. However, when they reach, they find Ian and a lot of people already there. So their secret entrance is not really very much of a secret. Everyone was really expecting them, and they are kind of sent into the chamber when Queen Ileana is. Upon arriving, Poppy sees Tawny there. She thankfully hasn't become an Ascendant just yet. And they also see Malik, Kaz's brother, very safe and sound and kind of happily being there. Everyone realizes that Poppy and Kaz have been married and that they have taken the crown. And it's then the moment when Ileana discloses that she is indeed Poppy's mother and that her real name is Isbeth. She is the true heartmate of Malik, and she shares that the only thing that she wanted with Malik is for him to marry Poppy so that she can have the crown of Atlantia and then to be surrounded to her. So it's kind of Isbeth wants everything at this point. She shares how she was really the lover of Malik and that she was poisoned, and the only way for Malik to save her was to give her his blood, the same as Kaz did. But as Malik was a god, Isbeth wasn't an Ascendant but something else, some sort of god as well. And she started to be in hiding, making Malik promise that he will come back to her and their son. However, as time passed by, it seems that Malik and their son died, and Isbeth decided to change name and fake that she was an Ascendant, marrying King Jalara. It's in this moment when Isbeth kind of like pushes Poppy to give her the Atlantia crown, and when she refuses, she kills Ian, triggering a set of events that end up with Poppy almost dying and with Kaz kind of surrendering himself in order for Poppy to live. The next scene that we see is Poppy outside of this castle alone with Kiran, but Castile being held. She kind of goes back to Atlantia, realizing that she is a god and that she will burn with vengeance. Poppy goes back to Elysium and asks this draken to please help her in this world that she will have. And the draken accepts but tells her that she needs to save Iris, who was taken by Isbeth a long time ago. She realizes that this cat man is in fact her father, and she agrees. Therefore, all of the Draken are now with her, and they start to go into this convoy that it's sent to negotiate war that is led by King Jalara. Upon arriving, all of the Draken kind of kills the Revenant, and Poppy just kills also Jalara, using his head as a message to Queen Isbeth. She tells her that she will need to be back off because otherwise she will kill every Revenant and she will kill every Ascendant that is fighting for Isbeth, and that her only well-being now is because she is holding Castile. But if she dares to touch him, she will be killed in no moment, and that she is the legitimate heir for both Solis and Atlantia, and that she will have their crown. And that's pretty much how the story ends. There's a lot happening, and there's a lot that really I'm gonna see how it goes. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know down below if it was useful, if you want to see more videos like this one, and I really hope you enjoy the read. Bye!